love and attachment are two very different things. Promo shots has also really made me very comfortable in my skin, very comfortable with my sexuality. And he's like, oh my god, and then he just takes it out from his pocket or something and he shows it.
Who's the biggest prankster on the set among your co-stars?
It's Akshay.
Hi guys, welcome to India.com. My name is Simran Keswani and today with us we have a multi-talented individual. She's an actor and a producer, so please welcome the incredibly talented and very beautiful Kirti Kulhari. Kirti, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Simran. Thank you for having me.
Kirti, first of all, many congratulations for Hisab Barabar. I recently watched it and it
देखी तुमने?
Yes, I did.
सच में?
Yes, and it really kept me hooked throughout. And you know, अगर मैं आपके character की बात करूँ, तो it's very bold, it's very fearless. Tell me, how much do you resonate with the character?
A lot, actually. I
Yeah.
was just telling somebody in the previous interview that P. Subhash, like Hisab Barabar ki, the character I'm playing, is very. She's got a lot of shades which are very similar to me.
Right.
So I do identify with her a lot. और ये film मुझे while doing the film I didn't realize that there are so many similarities, but after I saw her on screen and you know, I'm like, oh wow, like there are a lot of things which are.
Yeah. So you know, she's also somebody who draws a boundary in her personal and professional life. So tell me, are you also someone like
I'm
that?
very much like that. I can hate you in person,
Yeah.
and I can be very good with you professionally. Like I can not let that have any effect on, you know, if we are actors together, we are doing a scene or we are working together, I can totally keep that, block that.
No, that's
And
really
similarly, if I am very close to you,
good.
I can just keep that also out of the window when we are in a professional space. I mean, I'll be nice to you and I'll be very warm to you because I'm also fond of you personally.
Yeah.
But thankfully, I'm not in a job like P. Subhash's. I don't have to be a cop,
Right.
so I can still be quite warm with people. But I can totally do that.
Right. That's beautiful. So you know, we also saw your on-screen chemistry with R. Madhavan, and it was seamless. But tell us about your off-screen chemistry also. You know, if you can share some anecdotes also, some funny anecdotes that happen behind the scenes, that would be great.
You know, actually, we shot the film 2 years ago, so it's like by the time you guys ask us about anecdotes, हम लोग ऐसे उसके बाद हम लोग 3-4 चीज़ें कर चुके होते हैं जो हमारे दिमाग में fresh anecdotes होते हैं of work that we have done.
Right.
My off-screen chemistry with Maddie is was actually quite nice when we were working together. It's the first time I met him in terms of working together, and I found him very non-filmy, a very normal person, a very a very sorted, intelligent person, you know. So we really also kind of jammed, on a lot of other things, talking about life, talking about films, a little industry, and you know, other life stuff, you know, in general. And so we did we shot in Delhi, you know, for some time. So we spent a little more time because Bombay,
Right.
mein you are there, you just shoot and go back home.
Hmm.
But outdoors, may you get to hang out a little more. So I think we did share a good chemistry.
Off-screen as well.
Like we had a way. I think we.
Any takeaways that you had from your, you know, co-actors Neil and?
So Neil is someone, and we have this. Me and Neil keep joking about it. This is my second film with Neil, and second film where we don't have a single scene together.
Yeah.
We are not together in the film. Like
Right.
Indu Sarkar was one where he was playing Sanjay Gandhi's role, and here also the same thing. So we are hoping ki third time will be our, you know, actually getting together.
Right.
But Neil, I'm very fond of Neil in terms of his warmth as a person. I think he's a very well brought up man. You know, his demeanor, his respect towards people in general is something that I really look up to.
Right.
And I know it's not fake. It's not a pretense. He genuinely is a very warm person. For Maddie, I think what I would probably take away from Maddie is his ability to be at 10 places in his head at the same time.
Right.
You know, he can do 10 things, I think, in his head at the same time. And he's very, there is this, I found this sense of detachment in him where he's there, he's doing what he's supposed to do, but he's not, he doesn't take it personally.
Right.
You know, so I think that's a
Are you
takeaway
also
that
someone like that who can get detached?
I do get, I have the ability to get detached, yes. And, but in a very, what do you say, कि मैं चीज़ें करती हूँ, like I'm there with you, I'm totally there with you, but I try not to carry a lot of emotional baggage
Right.
of things, you know. That's something that I've learned to do over the years. Otherwise, I used to be completely opposite. I used to take everything so personally. But now it's not personal. Even a personal relationship is not personal for me. I mean, at least that's something I try and work towards. So yeah, I think everyone is doing their thing, and
How
you.
did this transformation happen?
Well, it's a lot of it's an awareness that seeped into me early in life in terms of 2010 2011, and that's something along with other things I have been just working on it continuously in terms of just realizing that love and attachment are two very different things. You know, you can love your work, you can love your parents, you can love your partner, you can love whatever,
Yeah.
but you don't have to be so attached to them that being attached is what makes everything very personal. You know, you become this overtly sensitive person जिसको हर चीज़ में कुछ दिखता है कि अरे यार ये सही नहीं है वो सही नहीं है. I mean, you can totally love and still have this detachment, you know. And when I say detachment, I mean it from a very spiritual point of view. You know, it's not, detachment is not I don't care.
Right.
It's not that. In fact, detachment, to be detached, takes a lot of mindfulness and
Right.
awareness, and I think I have managed to achieve that in a lot of ways.
That was very deep. So you know, क्योंकि मूवी का टाइटल ही हिसाब बराबर है, so let's say अगर आपको आज अपना हिसाब बराबर करना हो लाइफ में, so what would be that one thing, one debt that you would easily or happily let go?
One debt. Somebody who owes me or I owe them. Whatever.
They owe you.
They owe me. I mean, एक तो like my character in the film, मुझे रिश्तों में हिसाब किताब नहीं समझ आता. You know, it's not a balancing sheet. You know, it's
Right.
not a balance sheet जो आपको बराबर करनी है. It's there's always less and more, and there's a give and take that you don't keep an account of. It's something that should just flow, right? If I genuinely it's like, I think if God tells me that, okay, your time has come to an end, it's time to
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything which I will be like, but ये नहीं हो पाया, या ये पूरा करना है मुझे. I feel that life is everything happening to you, and you know, things, you doing things to life or whatever. It's so big a concept that आप अपने उसको limited सोच में आप वो हिसाब किताब करते रह जाओगे. सो नहीं यार, ऐसा कोई जो है अच्छा है, जो मुझसे हो पाया किया, एंड ऑफ कोर्स, and I think the whole I think my greatest redemption would be the fact that I have grown. You know,
Right.
I have made my mistakes, I have been a part of others' mistakes, but I've grown. So growth is my biggest redemption, as I say. So मुझे लगता है जब तक ग्रोथ हो रही है तब तक सब ठीक है यार. मतलब it's सब सारे हिसाब बराबर होते जा रहे हैं अपने आप, and growth is making sure that's the balancing thing here.
Right. When you say growth, you mean professionally, spiritually, what aspect?
Everywhere. Growth is never in one direction. अगर आप professionally grow हो रहे हैं तो it is a result of, मुझे हमेशा लगता है that I always tell everybody who's focused on their careers and are like, अरे यार, but you know, I need to do this, and I said just work on yourself.
Right.
You know, अपने आप के साथ वक्त बिताओ, अपने आप पे काम करो, फिर ये सारी चीज़ें, सक्सेस, फेम, पैसा, जो भी होता है, ये सब आएगा आपके पास,
Mhm.
because that's pretty much a byproduct of what you do,
How you work,
right?
yes.
And when you grow as a
Right.
person, there is a certain quality that you bring to everything you do.
Right.
Then it's not separate. Then your work and your personal life and your, it's not separate.
Mhm.
There's a quality that changes in you, and that quality defines the quality of everything you come in contact with. So growth is happening all the time. Like, I learn through the roles I play. My roles get deepened because of the person I am, becoming otherwise. So it's all interrelated, and it's all just happening together.
What is that one character that you've played that have really made you, grow as a person?
All of them, actually. I would say Former Shots has brought a lot of insight into my life. It has helped me really question a lot of conditionings that we have as far as women are concerned in the society. Former Shots has also really made me very comfortable in my skin, very comfortable with my sexuality, with my body, with the idea of what is sexy and what is beautiful, and it's really really made me grow. Then even this, I did a film called Shadistan, and there was I played the role of Sasha. Sasha also is this very empowered, free, like she's like a free soul, so uh, that is something very interesting. I've done I did Human, where I played a homosexual. I did Criminal Justice, where I play a marital rape abuse victim. So everything is just giving you insight into a lot of things. Like Pink. Pink was
Yes.
about consent, right? And I don't know if I had ever thought of consent in as clearly, and as till Pink happened to me, and while I was in the process of Pink, and it made me question the whole idea of consent and what it means in the society, and how do people look at it. So yeah, like it's growth everywhere, man. You just have to and I think for me, that's why I also love acting, because there's such a beautiful exchange of me as Kirti, the person, and the character I'm playing on screen. It's almost like we become like two best friends who are, sharing, who are not judging each other, who are, just trying to understand and be in each other's shoes.
Right.
So it's that's very much a part of being an actor.
Right, right. And if you talk about the trajectories of your work, so you have played very strong characters like, in Pink, Uri, and Indu Sarkar. So tell us, is there a funda that you use while choosing the scripts, and when you play such strong characters with such conviction?
Uh, I think I choose. Yes, it seems like there's a certain what do you say, a certain similarity to the kind of roles I play. But then I also say that I am we live in a society, we live in a world where there are millions of women,
Right.
right? So I am, every time I'm choosing a woman, if you see, she's a different representation
Right.
of being a woman, right? Where they come from, what they do in life, what their problems are. It's literally a new person that is being played every time. We have so much to represent, right? That I have hardly done any of it yet. But having said that, I also, for me, I think I don't. Yes, I end up representing empowerment and strength and vulnerability in different ways. But as I said, it's still representing different kinds, right? Similarly, I did this one, Criminal Justice, as I said, where I play a marital rape and abuse victim. She's a complete victim.
Right.
There's nothing empowered about her till the end, where she finally just finds her voice.
Right.
It's the journey of this woman finding her voice, right? So I also play that, right?
Absolutely.
So for me, it's really I want to be able to represent as much variety, as many women as possible, and just bring them to life so that different stories are told, so that people are able to uh, get an insight into their lives and their minds and their hearts. And as far as conviction is concerned, I think that's what acting is about. If I am not convinced about what I'm doing, how am I going to convince anybody else?
So like I was saying, whatever scripts you're picking, they're working for you. So tell me, कभी भी आपको स्क्रिप्ट चूज करते वक्त लगता है कि मतलब ऐसा कोई स्क्रिप्ट आपने चूज करी है या नहीं करी है because you don't feel a connect?
Yeah, absolutely.
And how is it taken by the other person when you
I-
say no to a script?
I don't know, ask them.
Has it ever affected you like your career?
It's not easy saying no, for sure. Like, I think it is one of the toughest things, jokes apart. जब आपके पास कोई कुछ उनका लिखा हुआ, something they believe in, they come to you, and according to your understanding and your state of mind at that time, you are like, okay, this doesn't fit into my things right now, and you have to let it go. It's not easy, but I think I would expect the other person on the other side, the person on the other side, to not take it personally, because it's not a personal thing. Like, there's something that I do not resonate with at this point of time for XYZ reasons, and that's that, right? So I can expect them to be. I would like them to take it maturely, but yes, there are times that people take it personally. But that's I have to go by what I feel is right. I have to go by my inner voice at that time, even if that inner voice is wrong. Sometimes you look at something and you're like, oh shit, that came to me. Damn, why did I say no? But hota hai yaar. And like, I'm a producer now, and now when I approach actors, I totally get it. I totally get it. If they get it and like it, or they don't want to be a part of it, there's nothing personal, because I get it. Sometimes they're just like, it's as simple as, यार मैं इस जोन में नहीं हूँ अभी, जो ये फिल्म का जोन है, मैं उस जोन में नहीं हूँ. Okay, fine, no problem. So I think we all do what we do, and we learn as we go along.
Right. So, but like I was saying, whatever scripts you're picking, they're working for you. So can we say that struggle is over for Kirti? Or do you still find it challenging to get a desired role, especially when it comes to big banner movies?
I mean, it is, see, I won't call it a struggle. That struggle is a very strong word. I think that's the nature of our industry. That's the nature of what we do. Even people on top, sometimes they have everything at their disposal, but things still don't work, and they still don't find something that they're looking for. So it's a nature of what we do. And the search to find something that aligns with you and is not the easiest one. It's not the easiest to come by. So yeah, I mean, I don't feel comfortable in that sense कि okay, now तो it's like all good, सब हो रहा है. I'm comfortable in my head. I mean, like last year, I did feel that shit, I should have worked more, And so this year, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have a little more fun with work.
Right.
I'm very selective. मैं मतलब 2 साल में I'll probably do 2 things and be like, it's okay. But this year, I'm like, no, you know what? It's okay. Like you think ये करोगी तो ऐसा होगा, फिर वैसा होगा, but actually तुम्हें भी नहीं पता कि कैसा होगा, right? So when nothing is in your control, just go and work and be seen. And like, I feel today that these moments are very rare where I feel like, oh, I think I need to be seen a little more. So this year my resolution is ki bring it on, man.
Wow.
I'm ready for 2025.
Right. And on that note, we have another project of yours coming, right?
Oh, yes.
Badass Ravi Kumar. So it has got a lot of love. It has got 75 million views on the trailer, which is terrific.
Wow.
So yes, how do you feel about it?
Pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Like, pretty badass, actually. It's, see, for me, for me, badass, from the day I said yes to it, to the day, it's a week, it's 10 days away from release, exactly 10 days. So for me, it's all been like, it's almost like it's a part of the industry. It's a that I have never known, because I do a certain kind of work. I know a certain kind of, I know those people who do that kind of work. So मुझे ज़्यादा, it's a very new space for me, right? And all I can say is, when I said yes to it, I said yes to an adventure. And I think the adventure continues.
Right.
And another 10 days, and the film is going to be out. And I know the buzz is very strong.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people are, looking forward to just watching, going and having fun with it, which is exactly what it's for.
Right.
It's a complete masala entertainer. तो मेरे लिए बहुत कुछ नया है इसमें. So I am just trying to be the witness. I'm sitting back and I'm like, I'm seeing everything happen, and I'm trying not to get too excited. I'm trying not to be like, अरे ये क्या चल रहा है? अरे what are people thinking? I'm just trying to
See how it
see
unfolds.
where
Yeah.
this goes, man.
Right. There was also a review I was reading. I'll quote it. It says, so bad that it's good, guilty pleasure for the audience, and a pure Himesh Reshammiya's marketing strategy. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's what it is, dude.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I think Himesh is not trying to hide it.
Yeah.
The makers, the way we are talking about it, there is no pretense in it. It is what it is. People who have seen Himesh's work before, they know what to expect, right? And so yeah, it's what you see is what you get in this particular case.
Looking forward to it. So, Kirti, we have spoken about you as an actor, and you've also taken a leap as a producer.
Ji.
So first tell us that what was the inspiration that, you became a producer?
The inspiration was my own feeling a lack of enough control over what I do.
Okay.
Right? As an actor, I just do what I do, and I can do what I can do, and then it's not really in my hands.
Right.
Ki how the final product comes out, how is it marketed, how it reaches the audience or doesn't reach the audience. It's something that's totally out of my hands. And I think I wanted to sort of have a little more control over that.
Right.
I'm like, can I do something in a way that it's in my hands from the word go, till it's out,
Right.
because I feel that I may not understand all the aspects of the monies and marketing, which I'm actually getting to understand now. But I do understand cinema. I do understand filmmaking. I can differentiate between a really good film versus an average film.
Right.
And I have a certain lens of viewing films myself. I'm exposed to a certain kind of cinema. So I just felt, yeah, that maybe I should, I can either crib or be, not happy with the way things are, or I can do something about it. So I wish to do something about it.
Right.
And I think that's the plunge that I've taken.
That's amazing. Now we'll move to our last segment because I think you're running late.
I'm
so
running
I have to take
only.
a lot of time.
One day in Delhi, I'm running only.
Okay. So we're doing a rapid fire.
Yeah.
Co-star edition. You can talk about all the co-stars that you've worked with. Who's the biggest prankster on the set among your co-stars?
It's Akshay.
Akshay. Okay, Akshay Kumar.
Are you talking about specific films or
Any
all the people
film.
I've worked
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
right? Akshay Kumar, for sure.
Do you want to talk about a prank that he probably did?
He, on Mission Mangal, he would keep doing stuff. But I remember once we were shooting in the metro, like it was a train car shoot, everybody goes there. And our oldest actor, Kannada actor, Datta sir, I'm forgetting his name, is a beautiful soul. Unka na, he was wearing a watch. Okay, and I don't know what he did, and he flicked his watch. Okay, and then he nudged somebody else to make him realize कि उनकी watch कहाँ है, right? One of the actors. So like, sir, आपका watch, and he's like, oh my god, and then he just takes it out from his pocket or something and he shows it. And then once he did, he got some, I think, keys or something. He tied it to the pallu of Vidya's or somebody's sari, because we all wearing saris. He tied it to the pallu, and that pallu has become bhari, and something or the other he just keeps doing. I don't know, like he's.
That must be
Yeah.
funny. Okay, if you were stranded on a deserted island, which co-star would you rather pick to survive and why?
I would. Oh God, I have to think of so many people I worked with. I think if Irfan was, God bless his soul, if he was alive, it would be Irfan. Because I think he just understood life in a way कि being with him on that deserted island, I would have become, I think, wiser and more evolved in life, rather than being affected by, oh my God, what is happening. I think I would have loved to have conversations with him, which would have been spiritual, which would have been, philosophical. We would have, I would have grown up around him. So yeah.
Okay. Who's most likely to forget their lines and still ace the scene?
Neil is like that. Neil Bhupalam, the guy who plays my ex-husband in Former Shots.
Yeah.
Neil is like that. Neil is, he will
Get the lines.
like mess his lines up, but he will still end up doing something which is so adorable. Like we have great chemistry in Former Shots, please. People love it.
Yeah.
And he would actually struggle with the lines because he also has a problem with Hindi. But he would just end up doing something, even if it's a couple of more takes. He will just end up doing something which is so real and so adorable that he will steal the scene.
Okay. Since you also love traveling, which co-star do you think would be the best travel buddy and why?
I would have to think of. So I did Jal with Purab Kohli. It's a film of mine, which released in 2014. I think Purab would be a beautiful travel partner. He is such a chilled out, hippie. He's got this hippie vibe to him, this very chilled out soul. Like, he's just so free in his being. I think I would love to be traveling with him.
Okay. This is the last question from a fan, which is, since you like to travel, 2 places in India that you definitely recommend one should travel to.
Himachal.
Okay.
I would really recommend even Ladakh, yaar. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for doing this, Kirti. It was lovely talking to you. All the best for future endeavors.
Thank you, Simran. Thank you for having me.